Let me know if you guys can see me live. I do not see the stream going on my phone. Otherwise, I'm going to relaunch this. So it looks like I have 3 live viewers. What up? You guys know what's good. Here. There's the patron. Hopefully that link works. And yeah, I'll see about getting a hot link for that. In the meantime, I need followers on Twitch, guys. So twitch.tv/PlanetXGames. And of course, hope you guys brought your beer. I have the Mother Earth Cali Creamin'. What up, Cat Daddy Steve? I'll do some updates on how you guys can support the channel. Memberships. There's 3 membership tiers below. There's the Gorilla tier, the Inspector tier, and the Vigilante tier. So those are the YouTube memberships. I have just launched the Patreon. There's 2 right now tiers on that. Gorilla and Inspector. Oh wait, no. It's Gorilla and Vigilante, I think, right now on there. So anyway, go check that out. Let me know the types of things you guys want to see on there, because we definitely need a backup, guys, just in case anything goes wrong with YouTube. There's been a lot of issues lately. I'm gonna pop over here and grab my Planet X comic. If you like graphic novels, if you like comic books, you can't really see it because I have my background blurred. What if I put it in front of me? The Dark Rift Volume 1. Yeah, it's nothing looks good. The Dark Rift Volume 1. Just go get it on Amazon. We'll have the link below in the description. Both digital copies and then of course hard copies as well. Those are basically the ways to support the channel. The memberships. What up, Pixie? Thank you. The memberships, the patron. There's the donation button, which you guys say you like the main series, but the only person who has used the donation button yet is Ray Grant. And I think you guys all saw how that went in the last last interview. So if he's the only donation to the channel, guys, we got some work to do. We got some catching up to do. And if you want, I'll just say episodes 5, 6, and 7, and 8 all have some travel involved. What up, Drew? Let's thank the man of the hour that got me to 1,000, Drew Beeson. So we're going to be over there later on the Zodcast. Myself, Nikki B, Drew Beeson. Big shout out to Drew. He's basically essentially the one who pushed it over 1,000. He's the he's the second guest on the Zodiac Files interview series, but he was the first book author, and then he's the first guest on the Cooper Chronicles series, of course, Paratrooper of Fortune. So go get his books, Sighting In on the Zodiac and the Paratrooper of Fortune, both sick, both on Amazon. Wow, we'd be pretty far back without you, Drew. It's gonna be time to bring you back soon. Now that you got us over the hump here. Better have your beer down there in Texas, bud. And everybody tune into the Zodcast. As soon as I leave here, I'm going straight to Drew's channel, the Zodcast. What up, what up, what up? Once you guys populate in, thank you, thank you. This is one of the, my boy. Shout out to D. You're the man, bro. Yeah, no, finish Shadow of Mount Diablo, dude. It's there's some crazy stuff in there, man. I want to talk to you about some of that stuff, Drew. I've been, what I've been stuck on lately, guys, is this this Alfred Bud Lord thing that I just sent to Nikki B. It's a course on Richard's channel, Zodiac Ciphers. I was gonna send this to you anyway, Drew, but let's see. Oh man, there's no good. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I think. Oh wait, maybe I can pull it out of my message with Nikki B. Here's Tap and Talk. Let's see if I can download it here. Where's the damn? Now I can't find it. Well, anyway, so on this dude's so-called suicide note, it's got a cross circle logo. I don't know if you've seen that, Dion, but that is, it's from 1938. So again, you know, talk about synchronicity. It's about the most Here's a Reddit thread. We don't want to get too lost in this one. I thought Richard had this. I know this is sad, guys. I had meant to pull this down before I got up here, and then that's okay. It'll give you guys time to think of some questions. Wow, I just wiped the whole thing I was looking at. Bud Lord Zodiac Killer. There, okay, here's the Tapatalk thread. And there's the picture of the dude dead on the docks. Well, oh, there, I think that's it right here. Alright, let me see. Can I download this? Oh man, it's one of those crappy web files. I don't even know if I can share this. This is annoying. Well, I'll here. Anyway. Just for sake of not rambling to my webcam here, whilst ignoring you guys, this is a sweet 1,000. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are looking forward to more content like this, huh? We got a whole lot of these coming your way. Richard, my man, Rich. I was gonna email you, man. I'm gonna email you after this. So that Alfred Bud Lord thing, I want to get your thoughts on that too, Rich. The whole that whole suicide letter with the cross circle logo, because I've been stuck on that lately, boys. Not that it's got me anywhere, because that's the Zodiac case for you, right? But I'm been stuck because I saw you had a couple articles on that, Rich, if I'm not mistaken. We might have to get the gang back together, boys. We might have to do a whole wait. Here it is, right here. Boom. Zodiac. Wait, this isn't. No, that's Zodiac Killer ciphers. What is this? Gun sights on. No, that's a different Rich article. Anybody has that picture of the suicide note thing? Because I found one, but it wouldn't let me download it as a JPEG. Because that thing is crazy, boys. But that's where we're at, folks. Hope you all got your beers. Get the questions going, guys. Anything on the series? I'm not going to give away too much stuff for future episodes, but I'll give away as much as I can. Patrons live. Anything else? Ooh, see, okay, Richard says he hasn't covered it, but it's certainly interesting. Yeah, I was gonna send you a pic, Richard, because I was reading some website. I thought it was yours. It looks like Zodiac Killer or Cipher.com, which I thought at first glance it was yours, but it appears to be a different website. Whoever that person is apparently wrote about it. And I got another question for you too, Rich, but I'm going to email it to you after this regarding your questions about the 78 DNA connected to the 74 letters and the supposed rumor. Wait, is it going to let me download this? Ooh, save image as... So it's a PNG, but it will do, right, guys? It's PXF, not CNN. So let's see if I can get this up. Drew, you're so much better at presenting than me. Slides, share screen maybe. Wait, I don't even know where I downloaded that to. And also, what was the name of that file? Bud Lord, where did that download to? Okay, my desktop. All right. I got you guys. This is gonna be taking us a little second to get. Have I any more interviews? Yes, I do, Rich. That was why I was just asking you. I got Micro Deli coming up on Tuesday, and I know you had some point of clarification for him, Rich. So let's get on the lifeline, and I'm gonna get that cleared up for you. So the 13th at 6 p.m. PST, we have Micro Deli. I just finished his book. Ross on beer. It's going to be different today, guys. It's like bleeped out to make it like PC or whatever it's supposed to do on YouTube. So, you guys aren't going to be able to see this because my background's blurred, but in the shadow of Mount Diablo, it's Micro Deli's book. Just finished this. Definitely some interesting stuff in here, guys. You know what I mean? I particularly liked the Peekaboo Pennington ad, which is this PI, I think, some sort of lawyer guy that apparently worked with Melvin Belli, And that could be the origin of, and I'm going to talk to Mike about this on Tuesday, the origin of the peekaboo reference in the Halloween card. That's another thing that's like right up there with the Bud Lord thing for me, which is crazy. All right, so this picture here, I'm going to get it opened, and there will be a lot more interviews on the way after that too, folks. I'm just getting warmed up here. A little bit different with the beer, Rich. All right, present, share screen. It's easiest with 2 monitors, but we don't care about that. Now where? Now I gotta find the damn file. Is it this? Yes. All right, guys. What about this, Drew? This is some guy from San Diego. I just sent this to Nikki B. I should do a short on this. And he dies on the dock in New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look closer into it, Rich. Hope I don't butcher anything. But he accidentally knew too much. Too bad. Like, that sounds like the man who knew too much thing. Isn't that a Hitchcock reference as well, boys? And then that zodiac symbol, it's unmistakable, Drew. So, yeah. I'm going to leave that up there for a second so we can all cogitate on that, folks. I've been stuck on this pretty handily, and I'm literally just freestyling today, guys. So, you know, whatever you guys want to talk about is where we're going to take it. So, yeah. I thought this was pretty crazy. I need to go back and, when we found the note on the body, we thought we knew what the killing was all about. It was pinned to the belt of the victim's well-tailored overcoat. A little piece of paper which told a grim story. Carefully, I unpinned the message and read, "He accidentally knew too much." The cryptic note was ink-stained and signed with a cross and a circle. I handed the missive to detectives George Dillman and William Grosh, who had accompanied me to the Thalia Street Wharf on the United Fruit Company. Then I joined Captain William Dowie and other officers of the 2nd Precinct Station in examining the cold, stiff form of a young man which was sprawled face down in front of us. The arms and head dangled over the wharf edge, unseeing eyes staring into the sluggish waters of the Mississippi. Only a short while before, on this morning on November 11th, 1938, a dock worker had discovered the body and reported it to police. Looks like this guy stumbled onto something that he shouldn't have known about, Detective Dillman said. And at some point, he was knocked off without a fight. I thought this was ruled a suicide, but anyway, none of those statements seem to be indicating that. But anyway, yeah, I know this is early, and then that's the thing. The Peekaboo Pennington thing is also early, quite early in the timeline. But yeah, I'm gonna email that to Drew and Rich because that one is like, I don't know if there's anything to it, but it does seem pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying, guys? So let me know what you guys make of that. Alfred, Bud Lord. Step it up, guys. You got 11 in. You got 11 here. Here's your chance. I'm not gonna do Q&As every week. It was eventually ruled as a sorting to suicide, according to Law E notes and later articles. My boy D. So here's my thing about that. Like, that guy wrote a suicide note about himself, saying he accidentally knew too much, and then pinned a note to him with a freaking cross circle logo on it that damn near looks like the zodiac symbol. I don't know. I'm going to be looking more into that one because it seems like some crazy stuff. And then apparently, if that guy's from San Diego, you know, I don't know what's going on out there in New Orleans. Sounds like a rough patch. What else is good, D? What are you working on, bud? My boy D has some great work. He's got the One Killer Theory essay up. I've shared that before. You guys better be cracking your beers open for my 1K. Let's see. Take a little glance at my notes here. I don't know if it's too early to bring this up. I sent a message about this to a main Zodiac researcher trying to squeeze him for information. It's raised in Rodelli's Shadow of Mount Diablo book, which near the later chapters, he starts getting into some interesting material, especially the car connection to the case, which I particularly enjoyed. See, this guy's got the right idea. That's the correct answer. Cheers, my dude. This rumor, and we've all heard it before, those of us in the space, unreleased, not unconfirmed, but really unannounced, unreleased Zodiac letters. This would be in particular interest to you, Richard. So, what is risen in this book is this story about a Zodiac letter sent to the DMV. I guess that would be the SF DMV, or whatever the main DMV at the time was. It would be interesting to get more details, but obviously the case is centered around San Francisco Bay Area. So that is something I want to know more about, because if we could get more releases, which, doesn't seem like we're going to, because there's been some time that has passed now. I mean, dude, look at this. It's freaking, this case is wearing us all down out here, boys. If we could get that one announced, you know what I mean? Would that change the game for you guys? At least one more Zodiac letter? I mean, because I don't know how that would go. Like, what do you guys think? You think if they announced it, they would even confirm it, or they would leave it like all the other unconfirmed ones? Like, here's one with almost the exact handwriting that all of the handwriting. What up, man? Shout out to Steve. Sacramento is okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be one of those. Did Zodiac ever write to the Sacramento Bee? Not really. Where did he send that the 86 letter to? Sacramento highway murders. That'd be interesting. I don't know enough about the Sac connection, but I would be. So here's one thing, right? Just so you guys know what a stand-up true crime guy I am. I see the tuners coming in. Let's get the questions going. I'm not going to cover every single pre-non-canonical. So there's Molina Rodriguez murders in 1967. I don't know if you had that on your site, Rich. I know that I know one of you guys. I think Morph had something on it. I think Butterfield. Oh no, yeah, Rich does have it on there. Yeah, he does. April 16th. 2013, yes. It's always check Zodiac ciphers first, people, because I'm still going back to Rich's stuff, referencing it weekly. The Sunel Park slayings. Me personally, I don't think this is Zodiac, because there's just, the way Morph and others have covered it. There was like infidelity going on in the marriage. But if somebody wanted to cover these other ones and wanted my assistance in a consulting manner, that I would do. So, and that leaves quite a few things open, because there's John's, there's the Sacramento highway murders. I think that would be worth looking into, not necessarily as a Zodiac episode, but me and Brian have talked about doing some tangential driving episodes, just like some GoPro footage with some narration overlay, voiceover by me. Maybe just like on those highway kind of events like John's. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. We'd be probably putting that on Brian's channel. Just give us more reason to drive around California highways. That'd be fun. That was semi-sarcasm. What up? What up? How's that beer coming, D-Dog? Yes, sir. I'm gonna pretty much rock with you guys until I head over to Drew's. But in the meantime, let's see. Will it let me add Drew? Nah, it won't really let me add his channel. But Drew Beeson and Missing Persons. Go subscribe that. That's where me and right there. True Beeson, True Crime, and Missing People. Go subscribe that. Headed over there with Nikki B from the Vortex. And we're going to be covering the Riverside activity. Essentially by episode 3. If you want my deep dive, you go watch episode 3. So, I have a small walk and talk that I posted on the shorts. A couple things posted on my shorts, actually. A case I almost never talk about, the Kurt Cobain. I'm not going to call it the S word because there's just, the information is not us to say that he S-sided himself. I'm just going to call it the Kurt Cobain unsolved case of how his autopsy report leaked. And that was crazy and weird and strange, the whole Tom Grant thing. I think American Spy Fox took down most of that, whatever was going on there. Go subscribe to American Spy Fox. Although I heard he got a strike or he had some YouTube issues. So I heard he's mostly going to Patreon, and I don't think he's going to be doing as much YouTube active stuff, which is rough because he was like 50K plus. The woman driving who claims she got picked up by the Zodiac, is she still alive? Can she be located for an interview? I'm sure she's still alive. Drew and Rich, I'm sure she's still alive. D? You know, that's a good question. I could try to reach out to her, I know what Drew's opinion on that issue is. He's talking about Kathleen Johns, and that's a scene in the movie, so that's kind of a little overblown. But yeah, I don't know. You guys have seen how Zodiac Files interviews have gone. I would love to have her on the channel, but I just don't know. I mean, she did say it was Larry Kane. Okay, she's no longer alive per Richard Grinnell. And even if I would have interviewed her, Steve, I don't think it would have gone well. You know what I mean? But hey, if she could have added something new, I would have listened to it. But yeah, I think what me and Brian were talking about is like going up there to Modesto, kind of doing a drive-by in his slingshot. He has a car that lends itself to that kind of footage. And shout out to my other boy Steve, who's sending out the link, just to get some like highway drive-by footage. Kathleen is no longer alive as of 2002. Well, rest in peace to Kathleen Johns. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to make of that story. I mean, I always thought something happened, but probably wasn't the Zodiac, or there was just, I don't know, a whole bunch of Zodiac clones mobbing around Northern Cali at that time doing psycho crimes. But we can, if you care to, Drew, we could get into that later. Yeah, I know that everybody likes the debates, man. I'd like to get Rodelli into a debate. I think Richard, didn't you guys have a back and forth on a forum at one point? So I think that'd be a good one. I don't know. You know, Grant called out a lot of people. He called out me. He called out Horan. He seems to have left YouTube. So I mean, it is what it is. Shout out to Ray. I got some good feedback on that one. You know, there's some high-level Zodiac researchers that told me that was a super entertaining debate, but you know, I don't think some of my audience was as pleased with it. But if it, you know, it kind of got mixed feedback. But let me know, what did you guys rate on the last debate, Richard versus Ray, or what's your favorite debate so far on the channel? I know people are requesting more Horans. I don't want to overuse him, but man, entertaining guy. What you drinking on, D? I got the Mother Earth Cali Cream, and it's vanilla cream ale. Tastes like a cream soda. I can drink beer like I'm 5. Probably shouldn't say that on my live. This one just got demonetized. Don't worry, Drew. I'm gonna be totally on the ball for your stream. Don't disclaim anything that you see here. What do you guys think? Where do you guys think I'm going for episode 5? I'm interested to see what people think, if you guys can guess. I'm gonna ask at the end of episode 4 where you guys think we're going in the comments. Or who do you want to see for an interview? Spates Gold Medal Air. That sounds good. Find us in the Southwest Pacific. That sounds delicious, dude. Shout out to the New Zealand bear. I think that's where you're at. Hopefully I got that right. Get Ned. Oh, yeah, no. For sure I'm going to get Ned. For sure I'm going to get Ned. Yeah, absolutely. For sure I'm going to get Ned. Yeah, oh, no. I mean, well, Grant, I hope Prof Tom and Grant both see this. Grant's exact quote was, if he were to debate Horan, he was going to go after him. The only problem is we all know we need timed answers for that debate because it's just going to be total chaos. Definitely have to have time answers. Craigle. Yeah, Craigle's good. I know he works with you, Rich. I'm sure he's come up with a lot of good stuff. Yeah, if he's never done one before, have him get at me. I'm gonna be switching it up, and then I don't want to just follow the mold of the same thing that everyone else has done. And I have some what up, Red Feather? Thank you. I have some ideas of my own, people that have really never done any interviews. One I am in contact with that kind of relates more to the topic of the next episode 4. But I'm pretty dedicated to getting that dude on. I think maybe Michael Cole, when I'm done reading his books, he seems cool. He seems like he knows his stuff, and I know he mentioned the pre-canonicals in there. Got my reading cut out with me though. I just climbed the shadow of Mount Diablo. Now I got to read Chris W.'s book, Take the Money and Run. D.B. Cooper. He's coming up next on the Cooper Chronicles, which is gonna be back. All right. Okay. I like it. That's 2 votes. 2 votes for Craig. I almost knocked my phone off the desk. Have him hit me up, Rich. You know what I'm saying? Or just have him message me on Tappa Talk. I got to get more active posted on there. I haven't really. But anyway, yeah. Topic for Drew's show later. Go check out my short of the walkthrough through Zodiac's Dark Alley. That's the Tom Voigt theory of the typed confession letter from 60. Is that 67 when that comes? Referring to the little store at the dark alley. There's this alley that almost connects immediately to RCC, and my friend Nikki B and I were walking the grounds up there. He's a local. Thank you, Bat Falcon. Appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think I should do with the patrons, because I think there's a $5 and a $10 option. I'm gonna be posting as much as I can on there. And I could also give a 7-day free trial. So if you guys want to whatever, use the trial to see if you like it or whatever, that's cool. Of course, there's the YouTube memberships. Somebody messaged me. Sorry, gang. Very Z-ish. Yeah, no, for sure, bro. That's the thought. I'm kind of stuck on the San Diego angle. Try to get one of the vintage police officers. Okay, so Steve, I've spent so much time on this, and this is I don't know. Maybe Rodelli or someone's gonna have to help me out, because this is one of the most difficult things to do. But I might have something that semi-satisfies this area, but this has been so freaking tough. Yeah, the Tit Willow stuff is crazy, Drew. This has been so freaking tough to do, man. D, if you know anybody and you want to help out this department, I've tried. The ones you would think of, I'll just put it this way, I've tried. And then, a lot of them are passed away, as we know, Drew and Rich. But I'll continue trying, guys. It's harder. People don't want to talk about this case, man. This is not all those other glitzy, pretty cases on YouTube where everybody's spilling the beans on, Franzi's channel, and Sammy the Bull has a channel now, and shout out to the homie Brett from NYC Crime Spot. He did the Taxi Driver review with us. Might bring him back for Goodfellas. And let me know what you guys think about the movie reviews too. I mean, it's clearly obviously a Zodiac true crime audience here, so we're going to figure out what we're going to do with the movie reviews as well, because some of them I want to keep here, like the Dune sequel's coming out. We're definitely going to cover that. There's certain PXF classics we got to cover for Paradigm Review Show, but we might consider doing something else with the other stuff. It's the Tit Willow. This is the best Tit Willow thing is the Drew had the buttons in the top of Cheeny's teepee with the buttons and the whatever he had hanging there, Drew, the birds and the Tit Willows. That was crazy. I mean, if that's a thing, that's I don't know. Drew's up there, guys. It's gonna be interesting when we present this Rodelli suspect on Tuesday, because He's got a circumstantial case in his book. You know what I mean? I do you know if Mike has read your book, Drew? Because I'm definitely planning on asking him that because he's like he made a like comment in there like I've read other researchers, suspects, and blah blah blah. Like kind of like dismissed him, and I'm like, well, I don't know. This doesn't sound like this guy read Citing Him with the Zodiac because what up, Patty? Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm just keeping it hot, having a little intro show here. Me and Nikki B and Drew will be over there on the tube in a bit. What is like an hour? Yeah, I've been stuck on that Bud Lord thing. What was the other thing I was looking at? I know Nikki has some stuff that he's gonna bring up that he's been looking at too. I mean, interested to get. Yeah, that's a good question, man. So I don't know. I'd be interested to get your thoughts, Drew, because I don't really cover Last like that, Steve, and especially with that announcement, it doesn't feel like a Zodiac type of MO. You know what I mean? I don't really think that's as far as those post canonicals, like we were just saying, Kathleen Johns. Now this, I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be cool if another channel covered that. If there was someone further up, see, I'm down south, Steve. I'm all the way almost on the border of Mexico, so I'm quite far away from all of that stuff in the North Bay. But I think if there was someone up there in North Bay that covered Johns and covered Lass, again, like a little, not necessarily like the Zodiac files, but, the non-Zodiac post files, I think it would be cool if someone did those. But I did do a short, if you guys check out the shorts covering her. Just covering that announcement. I mean, I know Drew did a pretty good Zodcast on that. It's like, they had it since '86, and then they did the, I don't know, what was it, the DNA genetic link? Nice, yeah, that's where I'm at, Stevie. Good stuff. Well then, I don't know if you ever spent any time at Ocean Beach and you went to the Ocean Beach Pier, but you checked out episode 1 of the Zodiac Files, the Seaside Slayings about the swindles, and that's, I still, yeah. Yeah, Richard has all the stuff on the last updates. That's Rich's site all day. Zodiac ciphers. I usually have the link in the bottom of all my episodes. Yeah, he's been finding crazy stuff. I mean, what he linked up on the last stuff, and then the way he was explaining. I think you were explaining something from Riverside, Rich, too. That was making a lot of sense. So. We got some issues. This guy keeps finding new things, and it's getting, I don't know. That's why I say Riverside is, like, always a 50-50, because right when I think I'm dug in on Riverside, like, probably not being the Z, and that's kind of still where I lie, but there's still these major unanswered questions, like with the correspondence and just other things of that nature. I lived in OB for a few years. I didn't know about the couple who got sniped until years later. This is what everybody says to me about that. You know what I mean? It's crazy because I came from Boston, and we have our own issues in Boston, like the Boston Strangler, the Winter Hill Mafia. But this is it's crazy. When I came here, I was doing research on just ZodiacKiller.com, the forum, Tap and Talk. You guys can get me on there too, and I haven't posted recently, but I will be. And once I saw that list of those pre-canonicals, like I found out like San Diego, well, I mean, if you want to go in chronological order, Oceanside, you know what I mean? Santa Barbara, Gaviota Beach, San Diego, and then of course you got the Riverside episode, but yeah, I don't know. Take a quick poll. Riverside, I know where Drew lies on it, and I think you're evolving, Rich, but Riverside activity, what would you guys give that to? Like a local crime or the Zodiac Killer? Because we got the weird stylized Z. So that raises another thing. So in the shadow of Mount Diablo, Kel Cavale is Rodelli's suspect, right? He lays out this thing of the runes, the ancient Viking runic language, and I know, but I don't know. There's just so much problems with this. I really don't see it. I really don't see it right now. But if they get something on him, you know, it would be interesting. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, I thought that you were starting to line stuff up on the letter, Rich, but this is like, I kind of lean that way as well. It feels local. It also feels random, you know. We have a couple of suspects, of which, like, I mentioned some lead suspects in episode 3, but then there's also some like the bearded guy in the library with the blonde girl. They're the only two that don't go back to the reenactment. And then I wanted to ask you, Drew, about the supposed Air Force man smoking the cigarettes in the alleyway. But when the first student walks by, yeah, this is what I was getting at with Drew. Like I said, Drew, I don't mind covering it, but I don't think it makes sense to cover it as a Zodiac crime, because she gets back to the station, points out the composite sketch, and then, like, also, I don't know if that was years later, but she said it was Larry Kane. And you know what? Wouldn't surprise me if that was Larry Kane. I just don't think he's the guy in the Zodiac composite sketch, though. You know what I mean? But here we go. That's Graysmith covered it, so Fincher saw fit to put that scene in the movie. I got to rewatch the movie. It's been a while for me, actually. I was thinking add that to my list. I wouldn't mind getting, like, the extended documentaries, because Drew is always talking about that stuff, and then the Shooting Zodiac book, which is about the process of the movie or whatever. Oh yeah, here we go. Boom. I'm looking forward to talking about that with Rodelli, because he spends a lot of time on Presidio Heights and does an excellent job on Presidio Heights, but I just think that's the one. That's the one. I don't know how Alfred Bud Lord plays into it, but Ray Davis, episode 2. Like, sub, share. Go check out my interview with Christy Hawthorne. Yeah, it's time to get, like, an interview back into the main series too, like episode 2 with Christy. I haven't found anyone good. Maybe we can procure somebody decent for the later episodes. Leave Wingwalker footprints. Nah, Berryessa left Wingwalker footprints. Sherry's didn't. It was a BFN Goodrich Soul. And I'm pretty sure a smaller print than What's Up, Berryessa. Nice, Rich. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, I was gonna send you that Bud Lord thing, and I got some other stuff for you. No Wingwalkers at Riverside, folks. Let's not get crazy. Now, when you see my episode 4, we got another beach. We got another beach with some footprints on it, but they've never said what kind of footprints those are. That could be Wingwalkers. We got one more major non-canonical. I don't mind spilling some of the beans on it, because it's been a while. I want to start, like, posting some of the articles too, like on the community tab, and then on Patreon and some other places like Drew does. Maybe I'll post that Alfred Bud Lord thing just to get us started. That's a good starting point. The best post one that needs an episode from somebody up there in the Bay Area is that is it Daniel Williams, Rich, the teacher with the poison can of soda in the fridge? That is crazy. That is crazy. That's probably the craziest thing. And, you know, since we haven't talked much about the canonical events or even post-canonical correspondence, the bus bomb diagram, I don't think we've ever mentioned how is that not the weirdest thing ever? Yeah, dude, that guy's good. I wonder if he does interviews, Drew. Good call, man. Yeah, I like reading his site too. So, since Drew brought this up, that dude is the main resource for my episode 4. I'm gonna have his website linked in the description of episode 4, along with Richard's article on Dominguez Edwards, Gaviota Beach 63 as well. Those are the main 2 articles, but man, that guy's is sick. I don't know if you've seen his page, Rich, but he went to the site and they had, like, the old maps of Gaviota Beach, and then he took video footage of like different points, and then he embedded it in the map on his website. So not only can you see like still shots of what the beach looked like, it links to his YouTube, and you can see little videos, like kind of real-time videos of them walking around Rattlesnake Canyon. That was the most interesting thing. Maybe I'm a dork for maps, guys. That was the most interesting thing I've seen someone do in like a true crime scene, as far as like that guy approaches it in a whole different way. I've had some emails with him. I don't know. Lake Herman's pretty cold, man. That's December 20th, up in the North Bay. So, is the ground frozen, Rich and Drew? Drew and Rich? I think the ground's frozen. I don't never heard anything hit footprints about, Fat Boy Zodiac couldn't get his prints into the Lake Herman turned off. I can't wait to get up there. Leona Roberts' murder is extremely interesting. I don't know about that one. But, like, you know, Rich always talks about Snoozy and Furlong, how he insinuated he did that one. Nothing happened. What up, Lisa? Goat Scream. Oh, man, what were we just talking about? So, yeah, so those ones. And then, you know, of course, like the Raditich thing, like, so the pattern of 22 degrees Fahrenheit, I don't think you could really leave. That's frozen ground, Steve. I don't think you leave much footprints in that. And that's why Richard is the Zodiac Encyclopedia, because I'm just not going to know that. I'll be consulting him for some later episodes. Ones that Zodiac claimed to do and took. Ooh, good question, man. That's going to be a very long answer. Let me just wrap up my current thought. Ones that Zodiac took credit for and claimed to do but probably didn't is a very, very long list, as we know, guys. So, like, you could even randomly say, like, Sacramento highway murders, unless he did those ones. Richard Raditich, Snoozy and Furlong. I know. So you could include Sherry Joe Bates when he said my Riverside activity. I gave a woman a rather interesting ride. That's Kathleen Johns. Peeked through the Pines card, you know, with the weird lodge pictures. That's Donna Lass. That right there is a super long list, almost arguably as many as the real canonicals, if not longer, of him taking credit for other random crime. Not random crimes, but, you know, random local crimes. And then why doesn't he do that with this Sacramento the Santa Rosa hitchhiker murders? You know, that's right in his backyard. All right, my top 5 movies of all time. Putting me on the hot seat, dude. So it's a serious discussion. All right, number 1, Apocalypse Now. I have every version, the final cut, that 10 or 12 CD Blu-ray, whatever that is. Or is that a DVD? Anyway, I have every version of Apocalypse Now. Number 2, I think, I'm pretty sure it's The Godfather 2, but right now I feel like I want to say Blade Runner. But so let's just put those at the top 3. Apocalypse Now, Godfather 2, Blade Runner. 4, I should have this saved in my phone. I'm going to say They Live by John Carpenter. And 5, I'm going to say Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I should have that written down. Let me consult my notes. That was Corky. There's going to be some Corky screams on the Zodcast tonight. Don't worry. I'll call him out. So you think, what are you insinuating here, sir? Are you saying that Darlene knew the Zodiac, or the Zodiac knew Darlene? And are you saying that that you think she's the only real one, and the rest is cover-ups? Because that's the ABC murders scenario, as Drew and I would say. Full Metal? I don't know what Full Metal is. What is that a reference to? Hey. Ooh, The Thing, dude. The Thing was sick. Yeah, I love Carpenter. Dune, that new Dune was sick, guys. Check out Dune. Uh, it's in 20 minutes, Drew. I thought it was at 6. It's all right. I'll be ready, sir. I'll be ready. Shawshank Redemption, that's a good one. The Goonies. Ooh, you know which one I like, Rich? From Hell with Johnny Depp about Jack the Ripper. It's based on that graphic novel. That's Jack the Ripper is crazy. Fine work of the Zodiac Killer has been pivotal to all my research. Richard, you're my linchpin. There's Lisa giving Rich his flowers there. This is my 1,000 subs, Lisa. Let's keep this about me. No, just kidding. I'm pretty sure he's saying we're gonna go over and get the Zodcast started over there. We're gonna talk some Riverside activity. So anyway, to reiterate, 3 subscription tiers on the memberships at YouTube. The Patreon has been launched. You can get the graphic novel on Amazon. You can always use the donation buttons. Zodiac Files Episode 4, the Gavita Beach Murders, is coming soon. Mike Rodelli interview on Tuesday. In the Shadow of Mount Diablo, you can get that on Amazon. Do I believe there is any legit Zodiac letters after 74? Yeah, I actually do. I do. I like a bunch of them. Richard would kill me on this, but 78 looks good to me. I like the Red Phantom. The SLA thing, Rodelli spends a lot of time on the SLA thing, and do you know that it means kill in Norse or whatever it says, which is like, yeah, okay, you know what I mean? And then what else is there? I mean, that 86 thing about the Sacramento highway murders, like, I gotta look into these closer. Like, this is I gotta, see what Rich has on his website, and then just, I gotta read these for myself, because I've seen them all in passing, but, like, the Red Phantom thing and the whole Count Marco thing, I just like how there's that Spanish film, the Spanish silent film on Goat Scream, Tom Voigt's channel. He posted it. That thing is crazy. 87. What? Yeah, no. Don't do that. All right. Yeah. So you think that's authentic, Rich? And then, of course, the 1990 Eureka card. Or maybe that's what you were finding stuff on, Rich. You were finding stuff on, like, the Eureka card, right? I thought you were talking about Riverside for some reason, but on that last show with Ned and Morph, Rich. Because he had a bunch of new stuff. Anyway, go check that out. They covered Donna Lass on Zodiac Speaking to another secret episode dropped, which was sick. I don't know, guys. I think Drew said we're about to pop off over there, so I might dip out in a couple minutes. Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen that new True Detective season, Lisa, but I've seen all the other seasons, and that show is awesome. Season 1, I think, is one of the best shows ever. Like even that last season is good too. And season 2 wasn't the best, but also Fargo was really good, up and like similar to that vibe. But I didn't see the last season of Fargo. I've seen all the other ones. Yeah, no, Jodie Foster's sick, of course. Taxi Driver, you guys can check out the Taxi Driver review with myself, Mac, and Brett from NYC Crime Spot. Subscribe to his channel. He does like New York Mafia, John Gotti, Roy DeMeo. You know what I mean? He does the grimy New York crime stuff. And actually, what I was just watching before I came on here was Manny Grossman's interview with Nicholas Schreck about the Manson, Tate LaBianca murders and drug dealing, drug burn theory, and Hollywood milieu. Yeah, no, I know that's where you're at. I don't know, but Drew, like, there's just some holes in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think, and also, like, we'll talk about it on your channel. Yeah, but I like where Tony was going with what he said. Like, more wrestling. Yeah, I know, Fire Pixie. It's tough. It's tough to cover that, but if they make more wrestling movies, we'll try to get it in there. Played Carice to your Jack Crawford character, John Douglas. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs is epic. Of course, love Anthony Hopkins, you know what I mean? We got a bunch of action movie reviews coming up. We got quite a few more. Then I do want to get the Dune review up when that drops, because Dune is sick. If you guys have read the book, definitely check it out. Or Dune Part 1, Denis Villeneuve, epic director. He, of course, directed Blade Runner 2049. Which is also sick. We want to get some of the PXF classics up, like Captain J was asking me. We want to get the Apocalypse Now review up, the Point Break review, the Crow review, the Thing review, They Live review. What possibly Conan, and then some Kurosawa stuff as well. But yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap up, y'all. Let's give me any final questions. I'm just gonna message the boys now. What is Nikki sending me? What's he got? Some Beatles stuff. So interesting. What is the most surprising thing that you discovered from your true crime scene visits? That's a good question. Like, it kind of depends. Like, the spacing and distancing that you see from the crime scene photos, or just any photos of the crime scene, is generally everything is like bigger and spacer and far away than it looks on camera. That's like, that really was kind of apparent in episode 1. Episode 2, you're standing in an alleyway, but you're right between the water, the beach a couple blocks over, and the train tracks, which also come into play in episode 4 as well. Episode 4, man, I still have scars from the poison oak on my arms. There's like, it's blurred, so you can't see it, but yeah, I still have the scars on my arms of the Poison Oak and Poison Oak Canyon from episode 4. So that's called Poison Oak or Rattlesnake Canyon. It's the most treacherous place I've ever been. I guarantee no one ever films another live episode there ever again. That place is rough, man. And then got lost on the way in, essentially got lost on the way out. So I was hacking through the bush with my machete. So there's some funny behind the scenes stuff on my Instagram. There's also the shot of Riverside, the actual location of what was between the two buildings before, how that is up front of the library now. I'm going to wrap up, guys. I'm going to head over to the Zodcast. We're heading over to Drew Beeson, True Crime Missing People. We're going to do Riverside activity. Thank you for 1,000 subs. The patrons launch now. Link in the description. I need followers on my Twitch. Even if you have Twitch, even if you don't use it, just follow me over there. Twitch.tv/PlanetXGames. That's where all the game streams are. The comic book is on Amazon. The Dark Rift Volume 1 Escape from Earth. There's 3 tiers of memberships on the YouTube channel: Gorilla, Inspector, Vigilante, and 2 on the Patreon. And we're going to have exclusive posts and stuff on the Patreon. Episode 4 coming soon. Interview with Mike Rodelli Tuesday, 6 p.m. on the channel in the shadow of Mount Diablo. It's going to be a banger. Thank you for 1,000 subs. Appreciate you guys. You can always have any more questions for me. Just put them in the comments below. I'll check them out. Keep the subs. Like, sub, share. Follow Drew, follow Nikki, follow Gaz Mosh Shinobi. He does ninja stuff, ninja movies, and ninja video games, and I'm on some of those streams with him and beat 'em up games. So that's the update for now. 1,000 subs. Gonna be banging out all summer. We're gonna have more frequent shows, more interviews, more live streams. We're just getting started, guys. It's been a tough schedule. I've been working full time, and yes, I hear that, Drew. Fred Benally's a weirdo. We could talk about him over there on the Zodcast. He definitely, yeah. But yeah, guys, we're just gonna kick it in high gear. By this summer, we're gonna be rocking and rolling. So I know people want more frequent shows. Trust me, I've been working full time and basically, you know what I mean, had classes full time. So one of those things is gonna be getting out of the way. We're gonna go full speed ahead. So like, sub, share. Shout out to everybody who came through. Appreciate the likes and the subs. Rich Grinnell, ZodiacCyphers.com, Drew Beeson, True Crime and Missing People. Oh, and I love the Yuba County 5 Drew stuff Drew does since it's February. Get his book Out of Bounds. And then Tony Doug Wright has that book out now. I haven't checked it out, but I definitely want to get the if he drops a audiobook. I've never listened to an audiobook before, so I would definitely get that. Tons of breakthroughs on the Yuba County 5. That's the craziest missing persons case. I mean, that's wild. You gotta tune into Drew's channel for that. So we're going to the Zodcast. Like, sub, share. 1,000 subs. Follow the Twitch, Patreon, memberships. I am out. Have a beer for me if you miss me. We're out. Thank you. Rodelli interview Tuesday. Subscribe.